I'm joined now by Athletic Director Derek Finney. Derek, congratulations on a successful season. It's hard to believe it's just about over.
Yeah, it's spring's here and there and it's gone, and thank God volleyball is indoors. We haven't had to worry about postponements. It hasn't been so easy on the outside. A lot of postponements, rescheduled, and it's been a busy week, but we're at the finish line, so we're almost there.
We certainly are, and I think I'd be remiss if I didn't say, I've had an opportunity. I've participated with Mills Community Media for football, girls volleyball, now boys volleyball. Of course, I've been involved in softball over the years. I get a sense of just how hard you work. So thank you for your efforts, because I can't even imagine what this undertaking looks like. And as I was planning for this, I was wondering, when do you start for next year? Or has it already started?
Yeah, it's already started. We haven't done a schedule yet, but probably next week's AD meeting we'll do the spring schedule. So we're about a year ahead, and that's 10 months. So we'll be doing it ahead of time. Reaching out to non-leagues again. Chris has already reached out on who he'd like to play again. A lot of the other teams want to play it. So, in the next few weeks, school ends, and then I'll have a few more weeks to kind of do all that stuff, and then take a much-needed break.
I'm glad to hear you're taking a break, because I know a lot of work goes into it. Derek, the theme of the night is we're kind of recapping. I've seen a lot of amazing plays.
Yes.
I think back to Medway in the football game, the first play of the game, of course. I've asked a lot of students what their favorite play is, and that comes up a lot. So I'll put you on the spot a little bit. I know it's like picking your favorite kid, but is there a game that sticks out, or, certainly that play or others that...
I don't know if there's a game that sticks out. I don't want to have anyone looking for me tomorrow if I pick one sport over the other. But I think every season's kind of showed it. The football, obviously, we had a lot of freshmen playing. They had some great games. Liam Kraby had a great game as a freshman. Was an all-star as a freshman. Basketball, Jack Carter. Girls basketball going to the Elite Final Four again. Girls volleyball making the tournament again. Unfortunately, boys volleyball won't this year. But I think they've done a lot of good things getting ready for next year, learned a lot of stuff. We get softball, baseball. So, it's good. It's trying to learn and add some new stuff, create some excitement, and give the best opportunity and experience for our student athletes. And hopefully, we've done that this year.
Perfect. Well, Derek, thanks again. I appreciate you welcoming us into the gym. I look forward to partnering with you again next year.
Anytime. We look forward to it. We'll get back at it in the fall. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm joined now by head coach of the Varsity volleyball team, Chris DeMilla. Chris, hard to believe, we're here at the final game.
Yep.
I know a young team coming in. You and I had the opportunity to get to know each other at the beginning of the year, and knew there'd be a learning curve. I know that season probably didn't go quite as well as you had hoped, but what are you taking away from the season?
So we're a young group, right? So this year was a lot about kind of feeling out what we need to do and what we need to get better, so that way next year we can go on our run, right? I called this year really shaking off the rust, and that's kind of what we've done. And with the ebbs and flows we've had, when we've really come down and hit those flows, I think we've hit them hard, but we've rebounded quite well and learned a lot. So. Yeah,
no doubt. And I've enjoyed watching them, and even as a novice volleyball person, especially on the boys' side. But I see improvement everywhere.
Yeah.
And you've gotten some interesting contributions from guys that were a little bit deeper on the bench to begin the year. Now, next year, you come in this year, you're a young team, almost all sophomores, one junior. Next year, you're kind of a veteran team, almost all juniors, with Henry leading the way as a senior.
Yeah, very true. I mean, 8 out of the 10 teams in our league are largely going to graduate senior rosters, and I've spoken to a lot of coaches around the league, and we all collectively, I think, agree that we're no longer going to be the underdog in a lot of these fights, right? So we're going to get some of those players that you mentioned, right? And a lot of our bench is going to get a lot stronger. So I think it'll be really telling, call it in the first couple games of next year, what we did over the offseason. That's going to be key to our success.
Yeah, and I really hope that some of these guys really put in a little bit of extra work. I know some of these guys are heading for the football field and other things, but they'll stay in shape and be ready for next year. And speaking of other sports, the theme of tonight is kind of looking back at the whole year. I don't know how much of that you got to see, but what are some of your favorite moments from this team this year?
Oh, geez. So it's a collective, right? So there were... if I look back at, how we played against Leominster, probably more recent than all the way back at the beginning, we went up against probably one of the top players in the state, and we played really, really well, right? And again, we hit a moment in our season where it was our off-season started early, which is unique to some teams, and not a lot of teams get that opportunity. So we took advantage of that. So and we rebounded quite nicely against some of those players. So I know that they might not be too happy with some of the losses that we've had recently because it's about getting players playtime, but that's the name of the game now. So.
Absolutely. Well, that's the buzzer, so time for us to go. Good luck tonight, and I look forward to seeing you again next year. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks.
You too. Hello and welcome to Millis Community Media's presentation of Millis Mohawk Varsity Volleyball. We are underway here as the Mohawks take on the Xaverian Brothers Hawks. That is off the block, out of bounds off the Mohawks, point to the Xaverian Brothers Hawks. We'll call Hawks from here on out. Paul Ayton alongside Shelly Pitts bringing you the final game of the 2024 volleyball season. Set across to Luka Judkins. Nice play off the block. To Luka, passing it up front. Halloran with the short set. Check that Henry Kagan to Pat Halloran on the set. Frank passes it up front. Nice toss over by Kagan. That's going to hit the net. And side out to the Mohawks. So we're in a steamy gym tonight, Shelley. It's a little warm in our perch here above the Andy Morak Gymnasium floor as Henry Kagan tosses it up, and that's going to sail out of bounds. Service error on the junior captain. Caleb Brown back for the Xaverian, puts it into the net. So we're tied here early in set number 1, 2-2. Now and set across, swing off the block. DeLuca unable to rail that one in. Nice effort there by the libero Frank DeLuca. Point to the Hawks here. Evan Cochran back to serve. Nice serve. Tobin passes it up front. And they're going to call that a palmed ball. Carry. And Xaverian with the 4-2 lead. And service error is Evan looked to go down the line there, caught some of the net. See, Ryan Fitzgerald is checked in for your Mohawks as Frank DeLuca tosses it up, serves it over, they pass it up front. Back set, travels long, no touch, out of bounds, point to the Mohawks as they tie it up 4-4. So being the final game of the year, we're going to have some guests tonight, Shelley. So we'll be talking to them throughout the match. We'll have a visit from both captains, Pat Halloran and Henry Kagan, following each set. And maybe a surprise guest or two along the way. Kagan over to Tobin. Tobin with the swing, and he puts it away cross court. Becoming a shot Mike Tobin's making more and more from that far side, cross court. Picks up the winner, ties us back up at 5 as we go back and forth here in set number 1. Nice serve there by Timmy Krause. Kagan cross, Tobin, and that's going to work. So Mike Tobin with back-to-back kills. Another good serve by Timmy Krause, picking up the service ace. Good to see him back in the lineup, coming off an ankle injury, starting to move around a little bit better. Before the injury, Timmy was serving well. Continuing that here, he's going to have another opportunity. He does. Back-to-back aces. Pretty good crowd in here, Shelley. Just getting started. Probably see a few more trickle in. Always nice to see the Mohawk faithful spreading out in the Andy Morak Gymnasium. And quite have the timing on that one. That falls into the net, so side out to Xaverian Brothers. And that's going to catch the tape. So back-to-back service miscues. Send it to the back, Michael Tobin. Nice tip over, good pass up front, over to off the, no deflection there, that'll carry out of bounds. Timmy with the good pass, back set. Fitzgerald blocked, he's able to recover the block. Send the free ball over. Timmy passes that up front. Kagan tries the quick dump over, it doesn't work out. And we have a 1-point game at 9-8. Nice serve. Good set off the block. They're able to pick it up. Hits the ceiling, and that is awful tough to adjust to that. Nice effort there by number 11, Caleb Brown. Point to the Mohawks. Brian Fitzgerald back to serve. One of the young players on the Mohawks that has really improved his service game throughout the season. We've seen a nice evolution. You can see there, nice line drive serve. It's going to find the ceiling and it's up in the rafters, folks. If you're wondering where that ball went, they'll throw in another one. Xaverian waiting patiently to see if that one would come down. It didn't. So we're 10-8. Fitzgerald with another good serve. He's going to pick up the ace. You can't rail that one in. So Ryan making me look at least a little bit smart, Shelley, as I pointed out his service game. And he picks up a couple quality serves and 2 points back-to-back. And we are back to action here, set number 2. Timmy Kraus tosses it up, and off the side of his hand into the net. So service error there will start us off. So I did want to take a moment and thank some folks there in set number 2. Definitely want to make sure we don't forget to, of course, thank head coach Krista Miller, assistant coach Elizabeth Cross. Another point to Xaverian. They take the 2-0 lead. Assistant coach Mark Django. As always, we thank Superintendent Robert Mullaney, Principal Mark Antwicki, Athletic Director Derek Finney, and athletic trainer and the man who's probably in 4 different places at once tonight, Patrick Dalton. So nice kill by the Mohawks there, off the block, out of bounds, side out. Mohawks take the point. Trail 2-1, heading back to the service line, Henry Kagan. Nice over by Luca on the off-target set. They tip over. Defense able to react. They'll send the free ball over, reset the defense. Short set off the block. DeLuca digs that out. Sent a deep free ball. Oh, it catches the Sailing. Would have been a heck of a nice play. So the Sailing playing a role tonight. We haven't seen a lot of that. Mentioned the comfy confines of the Marac Gymnasium. Sailing's shorter than most modern gyms these days, but certainly not 10 feet. It's fairly high. Xaverian sends the free ball over. DeLuca passes it up front. Timing off on that play just a little bit. Judkins looking to come in with a big swing. Can't put it away, and Xaverian takes the early 4-2 lead here in set number 2. So we're going to get a score adjustment here. So Patrick Halloran checks back in. The libero, Frank DeLuca, checks out. Not sure what the call there was, but they did reverse the play. So we're at 4-2, set by Timmy Kraus. Big swing. Judkins can't keep that in play. Travels out of bounds, side out. Side out to Xaverian. As my partner in crime for basketball likes to say, sometimes the ball doesn't lie. Heads right back over to Xaverian, so all is right, I think. And that serve sails wide. Mike Tobin will check in. Timmy Kraus will head off. And on time, folks at home, I just mentioned my partner in crime, Doug Coots, and we have a celebrity sighting, Shelley, as he would say, because Doug Coots is going to join me in the booth there. Doug, great to see you.
Well, it's great to see you too, Paul. I heard there was a celebrity sighting contest going on, so I had to stop by. It's good to see you, buddy.
You too, man. I just stole your line. I was like, speaking of celebrity sightings. It's funny, when you watch this later, you'll hear me mention your name 30 seconds before you walked in, so I'm not sure what that means. But so, Doug, our theme of the night is all the great plays and games that we saw here this season. You called a lot of basketball games. I'll put you on the spot. Anything stand out?
We had a good time. It was we had a lot of good games. Good to see some excitement back in the building from both the boys and the girls. Both of them winning, getting in the tournament, playing a game here in front of the fans. There was some excitement. Nothing in particular, but just a lot of good time seeing the students and hoping to keep that momentum going next year.
No, absolutely. I think a lot to be optimistic about. I went back as part of my research for this game today, watched some of those games, especially on the boys side. I know we know that we're almost getting used to the girls being good. They're led. Coach Fallon does a terrific job with that group. But the boys got a young team that looks, Jack Carter in the middle and Frank Barisano and Sean Ryan and a few others. I'm very excited about next year.
It was great to see some of those guys recognized as TVL All-Stars and honorable mentioned. But yeah, looking forward to that next year. And had a great time with you. I know, rest in peace, my buddy Chris Smith and I had talked a long time about having two in the booth, and glad you were able to make it happen and Millis Community Media able to happen. I thought we worked pretty well together, had a good time, and looking forward to next year for sure.
No pressure on our director at MCM, but you heard it here first, Madeline. We're excited about partnering again in 2025.
All right, well, it's good to see you guys. Good to be here, Paul, and thanks for a great season. I don't want to take too much else away from the game. I'll be on my way, but thanks again. Good to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game.
You too, my friend. Thanks, Doug, for stopping by.
All right, go Mohawks. See you.
All right, so nice kill into Coffin Corner there. Gives the Mohawks the 8-7 lead. So Luka Judkins back to the service line to serve. Thanks again to my friend and colleague Doug Coots for stopping by. I mentioned that to him in passing in an email earlier today, and he popped on in to say hello, so we appreciate that. A little bit of a miss hit on Xaverian, so we're tied up at 8. Luka back to serve, tosses it up, serving nicely tonight. Had a lot of pace on that. Nice shape to that is blocked. Halloran and Kagan combined for the block. Point to the Mohawks. They take the 1-point lead. And that serve travels into the net for the service. And we're tied up again, once again, at 9. Nice dig by Frank DeLuca. Set off the block. Hagen with the kill. Frank DeLuca back to serve, coming off a nice service game in set number 1. Sends that over. Caleb Brown, nice adjustment there just to get that over the net as that pass was off target, and it's going to work out for Xaverian. They'll tie things back up at 10. So Shelly, I promised you some surprises tonight. Are you surprised? She's nodding. So surprise number 1 worked out. We got a couple more planned. Nice set, swing off the block. Fitzgerald with the kill. So we talked a little bit, well, visiting with Doug, both favorite plays. I mentioned the boys' basketball game, and certainly a lot of great games, a lot of great plays to point to. But February 9th, Friday night game, Varsity boys versus Norton, and one of the best games that I think has been played in this gymnasium. Kraus throws it in the coffin corner for the winner. Nice play. Timmy Kraus puts that one away, expands the lead to 2, and the Xaverian brothers will take a timeout. I'll finish that story when we come back. We have our buzzer. We're back to action. Tammy Kraus tosses it high, jumps at it, sends it over, service ace. Tammy Kraus feeling it, throwing up some nice serves tonight. I see his mom looking on. Sure happy to see him back on the court. Timmy with another nice serve. This one fielded overpass. Fitzgerald tries to put it away, catches the net, bounces back at him. So the timeout ultimately paying some dividends. DeLuca. Nice swing, Dylan McGuire. And I think we're going to have a center line violation once again on Xaverian. Henry sends that serve into the net. So this one continues to be tight at 14-12. Want to call out head coach Barbara Molinario for Xaverian, assisted by Sam Eggert and Mark Hevert. And that special thanks to Sam for getting me the roster after I forgot to ask him for it. So thank you, Sam. And nice swing and kill. Fitzgerald hitting through the block, deflected out of bounds. And Fitzgerald will head back to the service line. Sends over a good serve. He dunked that one over. Tammy. Bit of a overpass. Kraus, Halloran. Xaverian playing it. McGuire short, Halloran puts it away. Dylan McGuire, Pat Halloran combining for the kill. Always good to see lots of smiles out there, both sides, and having a good time tonight. For both teams, this is the end of the season. Oh, and that gets to the scoreboard. Nice effort there by number 7. Ran out of real estate. Evan Cochran. got Liv Matthews' attention down there, I think, Shelley. Xaverian sends the free over. Fitzgerald over to Timmy. Luca pushes that over. They're going to try to send the free ball, not going to get there. Point to the Mohawks, who lead 18-12. Nice block up front by the Mohawks. Good looking swing by number 26, Gustavo Nilsson. Mohawks up to the task, they block it. That serve's gonna sail well long. Fitzgerald going after the jump serve there. Smiling as he heads off. DeLuca into the game. So I started to tell a story a few minutes ago. Shelley, I completely forgot. So talking about our favorite sports games and moments of the season. And I'll just say from my end, that February 9th game against Newton, it's a 60-59 win for the Mohawks. It was led by a couple steals. Adam Hart had a steal. Sean Ryan had a steal. Jack Carter contributed with 6 points in the final 3 minutes. Sean Ryan hit a three with 20 seconds left. The Mohawks would win the game 60-59. My favorite game of the season. Very fortunate to get to call that game and enjoyed every moment of that as Halloran sends that over. Goes for that one, can't keep it in bounds. Nice effort. That is all the ups Pat Halloran has. And got a lot of hand on that, but not quite enough. So 19-16, this one's tightened up a little bit. Kagan unable to get to that. Service ace. Cochran will celebrate that one with his team. 19-17. He'll dribble it on over. Referee gives him a whistle. Sends that one over. Judkins able to handle that. Timmy Kraus keeps that one in play nicely. They send it over. That's punched over. Kraus will set Halloran on the swing. Dug nicely by the libero. And the big swing. Kagan Johnny on the spot on that. Halloran sends the free ball over. He'll reset to the corner. Nice D. This is the best rally of the night. Off the block, dug out. Libero off target set. They'll send the free ball. Kraus over to big swing and kill. Luka Judkins playing above the net. So terrific rally and defense for both teams. Luka Judkins finishes it off. Mohawks get to 20. Xaverian 17. Dylan McGuire back to serve. Mohawks serving well tonight. Hagan with the dive and save. Overpass put away. Number 18 for Xaverian. Nikolai Murray with the play there. Gustavo Nilsson. Xaverian tried to get a substitution in there, a little tardy on that. Get a little moisture cleaned up here. Just a break in the action. Tossed up, Luka to McGuire. McGuire across to Tobin. Swing through the block. Picks up the point. Tobin unofficially with 4 kills on the night, playing well. Luka Judkins back to the service line. And he finds the tape. Service error. So 21-19, 2-point game. Luke able to pass that one up front. McGuire, Judkins off the net. And that one falls. I think it was going to be a fourth touch. Could be why there was a somewhat of a disinterested effort on that particular swing. So Luke with the serve forces the overpass. Kagan with the swing, they dig that out. Another set off target. And nice block, Caleb Brown sends that back where it came from. Nice play by number 11. Tyler Hotham on the serve. Luca to Dylan McGuire. Tip over the defense. Send that free ball over. Nice D by Xaverian. Tobin with the dump over. Falls out of bounds. And we have a 1-point game at 22-21. And when that lands, we're going to have a tie ball game, folks. 22 all. Aaron set number 2. And the Mohawks will take a timeout. All right, so assistant coach Elizabeth Cross sending the Mohawks back onto the floor. Ball's whistled into play, they toss it up. Nice serve, DeLuca handles it. McGuire sends it over, Kagan stuffs it home. Henry Kagan up to the task. Both teams will make a couple changes. Krause heads in for Tobin. He'll head back to the service line. Timmy's had a nice service game. Let's see if he can finish this one up for your Mohawks. Nice serve by Timmy. Hawks send it to the corner. Luca digs that out. Krause sets it. Kagan with the swing and kill. Henry Kagan. So we are at set point for the Mohawks, 24-22. Krause sends it deep. Tip over. Krause punches at that one. McGuire able to keep it in play. Lucas sends the free over. They set Caleb Brown off the net. Passes off target, but nice adjustment D there. This pass is off target too, but it's going to go to Xaverian. They're able to avoid the net and keep that ball on the Mohawk side. 24-23 in favor of the Mohawks. Side out here will ice this one. If not, we could be playing a little bonus volleyball here in set number 2 as you got to win by 2. And looks like we're getting a timeout. Mohawks, I think, called that. We'll be right back. Sets across. McGuire with the swing. Dug out nicely by Xaverian. They send it across. They'll punch that over. Krause with the set. Cross off the net. Xaverian able to send the free ball over. A little miscommunication. Timmy Krause dumps it over. Both teams scrambling. Pass a little off target. They'll punch that one over. Krause set. And that is partially blocked. Good D both sides. No one giving in, that's gonna fall, and the Mohawks win the scramble. And they'll switch sides. We'll be right back. I'm joined by the captains of the Mohawk volleyball team, Pat Halloran, Henry Kagan. Thanks for taking a few seconds out to join me.
No worries, yeah, glad to be
Thank you
here.
for having us.
2 sets up, 2 sets won. Guys, I see a lot of smiles out there. You guys feeling pretty good?
Yeah.
Definitely feeling good.
Definitely feeling the energy right now. Yeah, last game of the season.
It's good last game.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So I've enjoyed watching you guys play. You guys play pretty good volleyball as a young team. What are your expectations that you think about next year?
I think next year, as all these other senior heavy teams clear out with all their upperclassmen. I think it's really our way to go. I think we'll really be at the top of the league there, you know.
Henry, you're a young team this year. Next year, kind of a seasoned team.
Yeah, and I feel like we've been together for so long. Like they started in 7th grade, I started freshman year, but like we've all been together for 3 years, and like the team chemistry is finally starting to like come together. So I think next year.
It seems like it. I just smile, a lot of high fives, helping people off the floor. Just looks like you guys are having fun out there, despite the season that probably didn't go quite the way you'd hoped.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of chemistry between us. Definitely.
Excellent. Well, enjoy the final set. I'm hoping for a sweep. Part of me's hoping for a sweep. Part of me like to keep watching you guys play, but hopefully you guys will put it away. But thanks for the time.
Thank you.
And we are back to it. Referees conferring on the lineups. As soon as we see a ball rolled in, Shelley will be ready to go. And there's the ball, so we are ready to go. Xaverian has the number 33, Grady Blood. Back to serve. Kraus able to pass on one up front. McGuire short set. Devin Cruz dumps it over. Good to see Devin. And that's going to travel long. Side out to the Mohawks. And head coach Krista Miller sharing the duties tonight. We saw our assistant Elizabeth Cross take the reins in set number 2. Now assistant coach Mark Django taking the reins in set number 3. And McGuire with the off-target pass. Not a lot of unforced errors from your Mohawks tonight, playing pretty good volleyball to close out the 24 season. Caleb Brown back to the service line. Got as close to the service line without getting a service line error, you'll see. Those toes were right near that line. I was kind of immediately looked to the referee, no call there, which feels appropriate. So we're 2-1 early here in set number 3. Xaverian sends that serve over pass. Little sloppy early here by the Mohawks. Trail 3-1. See Liam Gregg in the lineup as well. We got actually quite a few changes out there, so I don't forget anybody here. Aaron Parika in the game in the front, along with Devin Cruz, Dylan McGuire, Timmy Kraus, Henry Kagan, and Liam Gregg round out your Mohawks on the floor right now. Mohawks go up for the block. Nice take out by McGuire. The free ball comes up short. McGuire, Devin off the pass attempt, out of bounds. Side out to the Mohawks. Cruz will go back. Actually, and I checked that. I think I've got that wrong, so my apologies to Devin. That is actually Charles Smith. Charles with a good serve. Charles, one of those players that's consistently improved that serve throughout the season. He'll pick up the point there, 5-3. Xaverian in the lead. Charles sends it over. Nice pass up front. Unbelievable save there. Number 25 helping his Xaverian teammates out, and then we get a miscommunication. So number 25 is Eros Heng. And Eros with a terrific save at the net there. Not sure how he got that over, but he did. And he'll send that pass up front. They set. And Henry Kagan unfavorable to finish that. Block falls on their side. Point to the Xaverian Brothers Hawks. Oh, McGuire tries to dump over. That's going to be a touch. Nice idea there. Just not quite enough elevation on it. Timmy Krause tosses it to the corner. It's going to be long. Tried to flick it into Coffin corner. Is about 2 feet too long. Timmy with a nice save on a nice serve there. And that's going to be a carry. Kind of caught that one in his chest and then threw it to a teammate. Can't do that here in volleyball. And nice serve over by Aaron Parika. Charles Smith sends it up. And 4 touches by the Mohawks. 9-5 in favor of Xaverian. Nice save. Charles Smith sends a free ball over on a good serve. Good block there. McGuire and Kagan combine. He toss that over. Finds no man's land. Parika and Smith unable to converge on that. And Xaverian takes the 10-5 lead here. And catches the net, and then catches Aaron Parika. Good serve there. Aaron in good position until the deflection. He's going to get a duplicate of it. And the Mohawks not able to keep that one in bounds. Xaverian expanding their lead now, 12-5, and we're going to get a timeout. Mark Django reeling his team in. So we're joined in the timeout by Liv Matthews. And Liv, the theme of tonight is looking back at all the games we've seen in this gym. And I thought to myself, no one has seen more games there than you. So put you on the spot. What's your favorite game, favorite play, moment? Even could be a game you were in, and I can think of a couple of those.
I would have to say, I would just say that I'm enjoying all of their games extremely. I think it's extremely entertaining. I think it's wonderful to watch people who actually love what they're doing and care about what they're doing. And these boys are definitely that. They have so much fun and they care a lot. So I would say every play is just good or bad. They shake it off and they can laugh it off and they continue to the next one. And I think that's really refreshing.
That is a very great answer if you want to offend nobody. So I've gone on a limb. My favorite is the Sean Ryan win against Norton. And I was thinking, when we think about plays this year, going to Norton, your volleyball team, picking up Coach Gatz's first win in Norton, pretty exciting.
That was a really amazing game for us. That was where we lost one of our players. She actually never recovered from an injury from that game, so that was a very emotional game. That was the longest game of my life. We went to 5 sets. The last set was 16-14. I will never forget it. I played all the way around for my first time on varsity, and that was just the most exhausting and longest and emotional and tolling game of my life.
Well, I'm glad I could bring it up then.
I never forgot those, so don't bring it up.
Those are the ones that we remember. Well, Liv, I know you're working here and you've been doing that score table. I see you here all the time, so thank you for all your hard work. Best of luck at UConn. And, I'm sorry, you're wearing a UConn shirt. Regis, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I know people going to UConn, so you can avoid them, but I'm just kidding. We love them too. But thank you very much. Great to see you.
Great talking to you.
All right. Thanks, Liv.
Awesome.
All right, so we're back to the action here. The Mohawks. Timmy Krause throws it up. That's handled deep. The libero will pass it up front. He'll send the free ball over. Krause sends it over to McGuire. Set to Liam Gregg, who punches that over the net. And they're going to say center line violation. So Xaverian in control of set 3, 16-6. Timmy Krause able to field that one. Overpass, can't be reeled in. And Xaverian rolling along here. Aaron Parika, right off target. Smith, is that going to find its way? No. So, Shelly, I did promise you lots of guests. Am I living up to that? Shelly's nodding. Folks who can't hear. And that is blocked up front. Caleb Brown up to the task. Kagan with the big swing attempt. And the Mohawks trail this one 19-6. Timmy passes that up front. McGuire across to Greg. Swing. And I think we're going to get a net violation. It's an awfully nice swing by Greg. Catching a little bit of the net there. So they go back to Greg. He tips over, and the winner. So takes a big swing, gets the net violation, takes the next one with a little touch shot, and picks up the point. Nice play by Liam. Kagan will go back to serve. Kagan going for it. Travels long. So Xaverian in control. This one 21-7. Liam Greg dumping over again. Set across, big swing off the, is it off the block or off the net? They're going to say off the block. Point to Xaverian. Timmy fails that one. Kagan passes it up front. Smith tries to free punch it over. Can't quite get to that one. And Xaverian closing in on set number 3. So if you were hoping for a 4th set, and I might have been, in our last game together, Shelly, I think we're going to get our wish, despite that last service error, make it 23-8. McGuire will go back. Coach Mark Django moving his troops around. Nice save. Hang sends it over. Charles Smith. Push over. Caleb Brown. Rouse with the save. Brown dumps it over. Kagan there. McGuire. And the Mohawks can't finish. So little scramble defense. A lot of hustle going on out there. But we're going to get the set point here. 24-8. Shaking your leg. Xaverian able to stave, check that move. So the Mohawks able to stave off set point. Easy for me to say, Shelly. Liam Gregg sends the serve over. Keeps that one in play. Big swing, going to travel long, no touch. 24-9. Let's check that, 24-10 in favor of the Mohawks. And Timmy Krause tried to help that serve over, but you can't do that. So that's going to go to Xaverian 25-10, and we'll move to set number 4 as the teams will switch sides. Right. Tell us a little bit about your team. I know it's been a bit of a struggle at times. Young team, old team. What's the view of the future for you guys?
Yeah, it's a young team. It's our first year with this coaching staff. I think we have a lot of really good athletes, a lot of potential. It's just a matter of ironing out those basic volleyball skills. It's coming along, and we've shown a lot of progression this year, and we're, making strides, and I think we'll get there next year.
Yeah, there's some nice plays, and it's certainly shown a lot of heart. And I think, one of the things you look for in a team is, lots of smiles, working together. You have some athletes on the floor. I think there's a lot of room to be optimistic.
In my playing career, the one thing I learned is that positivity goes a long way in volleyball. It's not like football or basketball where you can, bump people and like really take out your energy negatively on the other team. You're only with your 6 guys, so it goes a long way to maintain positivity, support your teammates, and be happy. That's how successful volleyball teams work, and that's what we're trying to teach our kids.
Yeah, no, I think that's great advice. And one thing I've learned covering volleyball this year is you have to have an incredibly short memory, right? You make a bad play, and the next thing you know, that serve's coming right back at you. So thank you for taking some time to spend with us. We enjoyed getting to know you, and you guys, it's been great watching you both play.
Thank you so much.
Take care. So we're back for set number 4. Thanks to Sam Egger for stopping by. Always good to hear from the opposing side. And that might be it for my special guests for tonight, Shelley. So I don't know if you're hoping for more. I don't know that I have more, but you never know who may show up. In fact, at this point, I think it's entirely possible somebody could show up. I might try to get one of the referees next. Caleb Brown dumps it over. Kagan, nice dig out, sends a free ball. He'll regroup defensively. Good positioning. DeLuca, overpass. And we're going to get a net violation on 26. Nice effort there to go get that overpass, but caught some of the net. Nice serve by Luca there. Caleb Brown says, I'll take care of that. He puts it away. Nice play by the mid-hitter. Caleb tosses it up to Luca, passes it up front. Kagan with the set. Over to Dylan McGuire, but it's stopped by number 26, Gustavo Nilsson. That one will travel out of bounds on the miss hit. And the Mohawks have the early set 4 lead 3-2. Frank DeLuca sends a good serve over. And able to send pass up front. They send the mid-range swing over. And I think we're going to get a center line violation here. Or apologies, I didn't catch the call there. Point to the Xaverian Hawks. We're tied up at 3. Nice serve. That's going to be an ace. Evan Cochran feeling good. Sends a quality serve over. He'll pick up the point. Another quality serve from Evan Cochran. Tobin sends the cross court over, and it's going to fall. And a little bit of a miscommunication there by Xaverian. We'll tie this one back up at 4. Dylan McGuire will check out. Timmy Kraus checks in. He'll head to the service line. Timmy's had a good service game tonight. Let's see if he can keep that going. There's a good one. Defensive free ball. And Tobin unable to put that one away, finds the net. So Xaverian back on top by 1 as we go back and forth there, 5-4. Nice swing and kill. Michael Tobin puts that one away. Nice serve. We're going to get an ace. Tobin sends it over. Good set. They swing over. Kraus able to pick that one up. Big swing from Fitzgerald off the net, then the block. Falls on the Xaverian side. Mohawks take the lead by 2, 7-5. Tobin sends it over. Passes off target. It's going to send the free ball. Kraus to Kagan. Kagan across. And we're going to get center line violation on Luka Judkins. So we go back and forth here inside number 4. DeLuca up front. Kagan with the set. Judkins with the swing. Off the block. Point to the Mohawks and side out. Ryan Fitzgerald back to the service line. Nice serve. That's going to be a bit of trouble, and it is. Point to the Mohawks. Xaverian unable to settle that one down. Ryan likes to get in a few dribbles before his serve. He mixed it up there a little bit, a little crossover dribble there. Could be working on some new stuff. Nice play. Caleb Brown sends that free ball over. And Pat Halloran with the mini swing puts it away for the kill. The Mohawks expand the lead to 10-6. Fitzgerald, another good serve. Big swing off the block. Number 33, Brady Blood. Quality looking play there. Hello, Arrow Singh. Sends a serve over, and that travels long. See Dylan McGuire check back in. Timmy Kraus will head off. Henry Kagan back to serve. Henry throws it nice and high. Big serve. Xaverian able to rail that in. They're going to get the free ball over. Terrific serve by Kagan. Nice adjustment. Good swing off the block. Xaverian's going to send a free ball over. DeLuca passes it up front. Kagan short cell. Halloran puts it away. Well, they'll roll that one back to Henry to serve. A little help from our fans. Kagan's going to lose that one long. And Xaverian will take over at the service line. Frank passes out up front. McGuire on the miss hit. Finds the net. Timing was off on that just a bit. DeLuca, Halloran, off the block, Caleb Brown. Going to make it 12-9 by my count. Thinking it should be 12-10, and they just adjusted the score. So we're correct now, 12-10, favor of you Mohawks. Over set, dug out by DeLuca, McGuire, Halloran tips it over, but they're going to send it deep to the back of the court. If Coach DeMilla may look to stop the action here a little bit. Maybe not, just talking it over with his crew. So we have a 1-point game. Xaverian sends it over to Luca. Kagan with the back set. Halloran with a nice adjustment. He's going to get rewarded for that effort. Picks up the kill. Nice play by the captains there. Halloran looking a little bit like Gumby on that play, Shelley. That was pretty good. I do that, I'm going to have to visit my chiropractor a couple times this week. Well, Luca back to serve, catches the top of the net, squeaks over. Xaverian kind of scrambling. They got the center free ball over, and they're not going to get it. A libero not taking charge of that third attempt there. So the head coach of the Xaverian Hawks will instruct him on that in the future. Hang pass, nice pass up front. Caleb Brown with the swing, going to be long. And that is out of bounds. Oh, the Mohawks pick up their 15th point of this game, 15-11. And that's going to be a miss hit into the net. Service ace for Luka Judkins. 16-11 is our scores. The Xaverian Brothers will take a timeout. We'll be right back. And we got the ball rolled back out. We are ready to resume action here at set number 4 with the Mohawks leading by 5. Luka Judkins has a serve over. Xaverian sends one to the center of the defense as the Mohawks scrambling. Higgins sends the free ball over. Good set, swing, Caleb Brown. Caleb has looked good in the middle. The Hawks play in their system, which is what we kind of overheard the head coach of the Hawks talking about, Barbara Molinario, talking about a little better system play from her young team. A little bit of overpass, going to be trouble. It is. Nikolai Murray puts it away. And right now that timeout paying some dividends for the Hawks. They shrink the lead to 3, 16-13. And we're going to get a service error there. Caleb will check out. Pat Halloran comes off. Charles Smith. I think I've heard some of the guys call him Chuck. I'll go with Chuck for this service game. Nice serve by Chuck Smith there. They'll send the free ball over. Kagan reacts to that. McGuire with the cross-court set. Tobin is going to push that behind the antenna, and that'll be a point to the Mohawks. Oh, Evan Cochran back to serve. It's a nice service game thus far. Is another good one handled by the Mohawks. Halloran sends it over. Libero passes out of front. They set 26 off the block. Nice effort by Kagan. Can't get to it. And point 2, the Xaverian Hawks. Kagan passes that up front. Tobin sends the free ball over. Blood up front, bit of an overpass. And I think we're gonna get a carry on that play. 18-15. And Timmy Kraus will head back to serve for the Mohawks. Timmy with a good jump serve there. It's going to catch the ceiling, and that is not going to get over. (19-15) in favor of the Mohawks as they look for a sweep here. Timmy Kraus with a bullet of a serve. It's going to be touched twice. 20-15, and that may be one of the better serves I've seen Timmy hit all season. Terrific serve by the sophomore. Timmy sends it over. Pass it up front. Cochran sets it. Swing. Timmy can't get to that one. That's going to be out of bounds. And we're 20-16. Favor your Mohawks. Passes off target. Kraus adjusts to it. Just throws a free ball over. Mohawks reset the D. They put the swing into the back right-hand corner. Winner for the Xaverian Hawks. shrink the lead to 3. Hawks like to keep it here, and they will for the moment with the service error. Ill-timed service error there, 21-17. Liam Gregg checking in for your Mohawks. Michael Tobin will head off. Nice block there by Henry Kagan, but it falls out of bounds. Xaverian able to keep this game within reach, 21-18. As Nikolai Murray back to the serve for the Hawks, he sends it over. DeLuca passes it up front. Kagan, it's off target. And a little bit of a broken play for the Mohawks results in a point for Xaverian. 21-19 here in set 3. Emmy Crute. And that's going to travel long off the block. Point to the Mohawks. We're going to need a score change there, I think. And we got the whistle. A scramble by Fitzgerald. Kraus sends over the free ball. He's set to Caleb. He puts it away. And we're tied at 21 apiece. That's a deep save, gonna fall out of bounds. And like that, Xaverian with the 1-point lead, 22-21. Mohawks need a side out here. They don't want to play a 5th set. Kagan Halloran off the block. Send it to the corner. Blood sends a punch ball over. Kagan hit off target. Halloran touches it twice. And the guess, Xaverian, 23-21. And we're back to it. So Mohawks hoping to pay dividends on this serve. It's not going to. True ace. Splits the defense. Indecision by the Mohawks. Leads to set point for Xaverian. So the Mohawks going to need 3 in a row here to push this a little deeper. Timmy Kraus over to Kagan Halloran on the swing. It's stuffed, and we will play a 5th set. Xaverian comes back, wins 25-21. We'll flip a coin to see the sides here. Captain Henry Kagan heads over. So the Mohawks opt to switch sides. Back to the home side here. Because both teams back on the court in about a minute and 50 seconds. They just said, okay, we've wrestled enough, let's play some more volleyball. I think both teams having a pretty good time here to wrap up the season. Henry Kagan with a nice serve, catches a little help from the net. Big swing, block. And Judkins and Fitzgerald combine for the block. There is set number 5. We got to win by 2. First team to 15. Nice save on the good serve from Kagan. He'll send it over to Dylan McGuire, and Xaverian can't rail that in. And the Mohawks pick up a couple early points. Important points here in the set number 5, final set. And each point magnified here. Brilliant serve by Keegan, sends a laser over. Flood able to punch that over. Keegan with the set. Fitzgerald with the dump over. They set to Brown. He dumps it over. He's going to play the net. DeLuca sends it deep. Mohawks regroup on D. Blood with a swing off the block. We're going to get a center line violation on Xaverian. And the Mohawks have the first 3 points of set number 5. Hagen. That one's going to travel long. So Xaverian picks up the side out on the service error with 3-1 here. And Blood will head back to the service line. Sends a short serve over. Tobin. McGuire with the free ball. It's off target. It's going to land. Point to the Mohawks. Xaverian literally chasing that one down into the hallway, but unable to get to it. Evan Cochran showing some hustle out there for the Hawks. Luka Judkins with the quick serve. And can't field it. It lands. Service ace for Luka Judkins. And we're going to get our first timeout. Mohawks lead 5-1. We'll be right back. Mohawks retake the floor. We've got our buzzer. We are ready to continue play here. Luka with the serve. Travels long, out of bounds. Good read by Xaverian. Choosing wisely to let that one go. Nice bid by Luka. That was only out by a foot or two. Caleb Brown back to serve. Caleb's had a great game up front. Luka digs that out. Back set. McGuire off the block. Caleb with a little bit of finesse on that pass up front. They send over to Tobin. Big swing off the block. Gets punched backwards. That doesn't look like it's got the distance. They're able to send it over. Tobin with the dump over the D. Punch that long and out of bounds. Pat Halloran will check in. Frank DeLuca will head off. Ryan Fitzgerald back to the service line. Does his traditional dribble, sends a line drive over, good serve. Xaverian able to adjust to it. Nice dig by Fitzgerald, bit of an overpass. Keegan can't handle that, quick shot back. And Xaverian gets the ball out of Fitzgerald's hand, which is a pretty good tactic tonight. He served well. Speaking of serving well, Evan Cochran for the Hawks. Back to serve. He's a nice service game, but I think I put the commentator jinx on him. He put that one into the net. We're a service error from Evan. We're halfway through set number 5 with the Mohawks leading 7-3. Timmy Kraus sends the serve over. Tobin reaches over, blocks that. We're going to switch sides here with the Mohawks up 8-3. And we're ready to resume action. Timmy sends it over, good serve. Chase that down, pass up front. Big swing's going to travel long. Mohawks 9-3. Timmy Kraus back to serve, sends it over. Libero passes it up front. They set, short set, dumps it over. Taken with the set to Halloran. He throws it back. Cochran cross court. They're going to punch that one over. Timmy chases that one down. Keegan tries to stuff it over. It's blocked up front by number 18, Nikolai Murray. Hawks get the side out they need. Trailing by 5, 9-4. Jump serve. Kraus fields that. Keegan, Halloran. And that's going to fall. Point to your Mohawks. Well-fought contest by both teams. 4 and set number 5. Send it over to Blood. Big swing. Little disagreement there. I think head coach Krista Miller thought that was long, as did I. Referee disagrees with both of us, and referee's always right. Kagan with the stop, and I think we have a net violation. Actually, we're gonna have a double touch, but that's just because the block was pushed back on Kagan. Nice effort there, 10-6. Kagan, Halloran. Nice defense by the Hawks. They short set to Caleb Brown. Dumps it over, nice adjustment. And Halloran with the left hand puts it away. And the Mohawks take the 5-point lead, 11-6. Well, we have a couple seconds here. Want to thank head coach Krista Miller for all the information and support throughout the season. Had the opportunity to cover most of the home games for the Mohawks this season. Really couldn't have done it without his support, as well as athletic director Derek Finney and superintendent Robert Mullaney for allowing us to bring you the game. Both teams playing terrific defense. Blood with the swing off the block. Timmy Krause able to gather that one. Send it over to Luka Judkins. Nice dig there by the libero. Fitzgerald with the dump over. They send it back. Kagan with the toss over, and it works out. Kagan with the nice read. Finds the center of the defense. Xaverian will take a timeout with the Mohawks up 12-6. We'll be right back. And we are back to live action here. Frank DeLuca back to the service line, looking to close this one out for the Mohawks. Xaverian looking for the side out right here. Can't let it get much further, and they're going to get it the way of a service error that travels a couple feet long. So timeout pays early dividends for Xaverian. Head coach Barbara Molinario telling her team, taking it 1 point at a time. Good advice from the head coach. Has her team playing positive with a lot of energy here in set number 5. That service error will kind of put us back where we were, but at 13-7, the Mohawks in need of 2 points, and the Hawks are going to need a bunch of stops here. Aaron Parika into the game. I got to send a free ball. Eng sends the free ball deep. Tobin reaches back, uses his length. Dylan McGuire gets stuffed up front. Kagan throws it to the corner. Eng, short pass, punched up in the air nicely. DeLuca, Tobin's going to try to chase that one down. Let's see if DeLuca can send that from deep. He does. Caleb Brown up to the task. So Caleb Brown has had a nice game all night long. Continues to play well in the middle for Xaverian. They get that side out they needed, 13-8. Mohawks want 2 points here by any means. Blood back to serve, sends it over. DeLuca digs that one out. Kagan, he sent it over the middle, and that's going to fall. And that is going to get us to match point, 14-8. Favor of the Mohawks. Aaron Parika, number 13 for the Mohawks, will try to serve it out for your Millis Mohawks. Sends it over. They send it to the corner, big swing. DeLuca digs that out. That is going to find the top of the roof. And for the second time tonight, we're going to have a redo on a ball that goes up, Shelley, but does not come down. I haven't seen that once the entire season. We've seen it twice tonight. Aaron Parika sends the serve over, another good one, and a little bit of a trouble ball. Caleb Brown tips it over the D. Kagan sets. They're going to tip it over. Free ball. Kagan up to McGuire. Tobin with the swing. They dig that out. Caleb Brown with the stuff. Both teams putting it on the line here. Tobin dumps it over. Set to Caleb Brown. DeLuca digs that one out. Tobin with the swing to the center, into the net, and the Mohawks win. Aaron Perica finishes up the game for the Mohawks on the service line, and they win 15-8 in set number 5. They'll take the final game of the season, 3-2. Tremendous effort by the Xaverian Hawks, who played extremely hard after falling 2-0. Come back to force this set 5. Both teams will head through the center line for as always, we want to thank the administration here for allowing us to bring you this game, everyone at Mills Community Media for editing this up and bringing it along. Special thanks to Shelly Pitts for doing a terrific job, camera work as always throughout the season. For Mills Community Media, I'm Paul Eaton. Thanks for watching. Again, Mohawks win the final game of the season, 3-2. We will see you next time.